Today I'm taking a look at Connecticut's biggest mall. This is the Connecticut Post Mall in Milford, Connecticut. This mall was originally opened in 1960 as an open-air mall, and it wasn't until 1981 that it was fully enclosed, which would have been right at the height of mall popularity. And if you like this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do plan to have quite a few more dead mall as well as live mall videos coming up before the end of the year. Thanks. Now, I've never been to this mall before, so I don't have any personal memories of any of the stores or anything about this, and I wasn't able to find all that much online, honestly. What I was able to find, though, was that the original anchor stores were W&J Sloan Furniture Store and Stop and Shop Supermarket, and then a couple years later, Alexander's department store opened up, and then at some point after that, I'm not sure exactly when, a Caldor opened. So if any of you were here back in the 60s or 70s especially, let me know, when did the stores open, what stores were here back then, and what's changed over the years. When I first got here, I thought this was probably the busiest mall I've been to so far, and at the start it was, but as the video goes on, I think you'll see that it gets less and less busy and it looks more and more like a dead mall. So I would say at this point the mall is not dead, but it's definitely dying. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is a dead mall? Do you think it's a dying mall? Or do you think it's thriving and has no issues whatsoever? From what I read online, that Target there to the left is built on the old site of the Caldor building. The Caldor building was torn down in 1999, and then that Target opened up in about 2006, as far as I can tell. And does anybody else hear that buzzing sound in the background? I couldn't figure out what that was until the end. It was actually one of the escalators was making that noise. I'm not sure what was wrong with it, but there seems to be a trend of these malls having escalators that are in desperate need of repair. So now let's do a full walk around of the mall and take in the sights and sounds. One thing I definitely like about the design of this mall is the huge skylights, because it brings in so much natural light that it almost feels like you're outside, honestly. Especially compared to a lot of other malls that are very enclosed with very little natural light, and they tend to get a little claustrophobic, in my opinion. Now this atrium here was pretty dramatic, especially with the piano music in the background. That's spectacular. That is amazing right there. Is he playing a Jethro Tull song? I think so. I do have to admit, though, this part of the mall did seem rather dead. It almost felt like each end of the mall was pretty busy, but then this center area was definitely not so much. I think every mall has to have a Spencer's Gifts. It's definitely one of the classic mall stores, at least from like the 80s and 90s going forward. These are some pretty nice kiddie rides here. They're almost like driving simulators. And of course the escalators are dead. Wonder why that is. Again, this is I think the second or third mall I've been to where there's major problems with the escalators. And this second level is definitely much less busy than the first level. So now I kind of take it back. On re-watching this, it kind of looks more like a dead mall than I remembered when I was here. It seemed much busier in person for some reason. But yeah, this looks pretty dead, doesn't it? That Dave & Buster's there opened up in 2018, so that's a fairly new addition to the mall. This store here on the left with the B logo is Boscov's, and that moved in 2017. From what I can tell, originally that was the location of the Alexander's store in 1962, and then Alexander's closed and JCPenney moved in 1991, and then JCPenney closed in 2017, and that's when Boscov's moved in. And straight ahead is Macy's. From what I understand, that was originally G. Fox back in 1991. And then G. Fox became Filene's in 1993, and then Macy's moved in 2006. There's another mall classic, the Bath and Body Works. Every mall's got to have one, even a dead mall. And here's the first security guard I saw. And as soon as I saw him, I put my hand up to cover the camera just in case, but luckily he wasn't really looking at me. In 2005 to 2006, they did a major expansion of this mall, and this food court here was added, as well as the Dick's Sporting Goods, the Target, a third floor to the Macy's, and then also this new movie theater here. And also, I don't think I mentioned it before, I filmed this on a Sunday at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so right around the lunchtime, so that's why it's probably so busy in the food court here. Here's the source of that buzzing sound we've been hearing. So now we're back where we started, but don't leave quite yet. I'm going to do a full drive around of the mall so we can get an idea of what it looks like on the outside. Here's an overhead view of the general layout of the mall. On the right here, you'll see Macy's. That top level, the third level of the Macy's, was added, like I said, in 2006. And then to the left of that, in the back there, you'll see like a parking garage complex. That was also added in 2006, as far as I can tell. Now this vacant store here used to be Sears. You can definitely tell just by the style of the building there. The facade is definitely a Sears. And from what I read, that used to be the site of the original Stop and Shop, but the Stop and Shop building was demolished, and then that Sears was built, I believe, around 2000. And there you have it. That is the Connecticut Post Mall in Milford, Connecticut. It's not dead yet, but it's not far off, I'd say. And if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you next time.